Motor City, what's going on? It's your boy, T. Back at it again with another episode of Talking with T. Let's get into it. Let's get after it, man. On this channel, we talk about Detroit sports and we chase down the best version of ourselves. If that interests you, do me a favor and hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel grow and get in the algorithm. And I really appreciate you for taking the time out of your day to rock with me, T. So let's dive right into the video. Today we're going to be discussing the Donovan Mitchell trade, how it affected the NBA, how it affected the East, and most importantly, how it affects our Detroit Pistons. I really don't think that it really affects the Detroit Pistons that bad, because the Pistons, in my honest opinion, Donovan Mitchell is one of my favorite players. One-on-one, I think he's great. But I don't think he's the guy that's going to get you a championship, and they just gave up a lot. You're going to be like, they just gave up Colin Sexton and Lauri Markkanen. But 3 first-rounders, man, I don't think this makes the Cavaliers a championship contender. I don't think Donovan Mitchell is the guy to take you to the championship. Let's look at his resume in the playoffs. I don't know what his personal resume in the playoffs, but I know he was struggling to get out of the first round. I know he was struggling to get out of the second round if he even made it to the second round. I remember he was putting up points, right? But he just couldn't find a way to win. And that's why this kind of intrigues me. I'm kind of glad the Cavs sold out for Donovan Mitchell. Maybe he does figure out how to win. Maybe I eat my words. I'm all for it, but in my opinion, I don't think Donovan Mitchell is the guy to take you to that championship level. Maybe he attracts more free agents for you guys, but now that you gave up so much, are they going to have cap space to do that? Because you're going to have to give Donovan Mitchell a good deal. I think he just signed a deal with the Utah Jazz, or they're going to give him a contract extension. Whatever's going to happen with Donovan Mitchell, I don't know, and I don't care because it's not my team. And I'm glad the Pistons didn't give up that haul for it. You think about it, if we would have traded for Donovan Mitchell, we probably would have had to give up Sadiq Bey, Isaiah Stewart, one of the new rookies, and then a bunch of first rounders. Why would you sell out a future for someone that you don't know that could take you to the championship? That's just my whole question with it. And I don't understand why the Jazz took this trade over the Knicks trade. There's a rumor going around that the Knicks offered them RJ Barrett, Obi Toppin, first rounders, and somebody else for Donovan Mitchell, and the Jazz turned that down and they took this trade. I don't know why. It just goes to show the Knicks luck. If I'm a New York fan, I'd probably be pretty pissed, but I'm not a New York fan. My whole time following the NBA, the New York Knicks have been a joke, and I think it's hilarious that they didn't land Donovan Mitchell. But what does this mean for the Pistons moving forward, right? Our division is the toughest in basketball, the AFC West of football. That's what this division is about to be for the next 5-6 years. You got the Pistons, who are an upcoming team. You can't forget about or disregard what the Pacers did this offseason with getting Tyrese Haliburton. They had a decent draft, and I think they signed a free agent as well. Then I'll get to our team in a second. Then you got the Bucks. We got Giannis, and they're just going to be a solid team as long as Giannis is there, because Giannis is just a freak, the Greek freak. We got to go against these teams 4 times. And you can't even forget about the Chicago Bulls. So top to bottom in our division, we should be running, the Central Division should be running the Eastern Conference for the next years to come, because each team is on a trajectory to get better. The Pistons, how does this Donovan Mitchell trade affect us? A lot of fans want the Pistons to tank now because they don't think we could compete with all these super teams, all these teams that have ballers on them. Yes, we can. The Pistons were doing it last year. They were doing it towards the end of the season last year. They were beating the Nets. They were beating the Sixers. They were just rolling. And yeah, you could say it's the end of the season. The rest of them, KD was playing, Joel Embiid was playing, James Harden was playing. They were all playing for seeding at the end of the year. If the Pistons tank this year and don't make a play-in tournament or the playoffs, it's just detrimental to the growth of the young guys. It's detrimental to just the growth of this team. Why is tanking even an option? You got to think about it. Even if you do have the worst record, there's a possibility that you get picked 8th. You just tank for no reason. Now you're picking in the 8th. You just shouldn't tank when the lottery is in a system for the tanking only works in the NFL. Honestly, maybe in the MLB. I don't know how the MLB draft works, but tanking only works in the NFL. It doesn't work when you have a lottery system. So please don't tank. Get that out of the even equation. The Pistons are going to start turning heads this year, man. You got Jaden Ivey, Cade's second year. Sadiq, this is the year he's got to turn into an all-star. For us to even start competing, for us to even want to play in the play-in tournament, to play in the playoffs. I'm not saying he has to be an all-star, but he's got to be damn near close to being an all-star for the Pistons to even be in the consideration for the playoffs. And you got Jalen Duren, Jaden Ivey, all these young guys coming in. Killian Hayes has got to start playing really good off the bench. But honestly, I really don't think that this trade is going to be detrimental to the growth of the Detroit Pistons. And I don't think it's going to affect the Pistons that much. The Pistons beat the Jazz last year with Donovan Mitchell on the court. I was at that game. So the Pistons can compete with good teams. The Pistons were competing with the Suns. They competed with a lot of the good teams. They even beat the Celtics in Boston last year. The Celtics went to the NBA Finals. So it's like everyone thinks that this trade just ruined the Pistons' growth. Why? Donovan Mitchell is not the guy that's going to win them a championship. I'm happy the Pistons didn't give up that much of a haul for Donovan Mitchell. I'm glad it was the Cavaliers. And a lot of people are going to be like, they didn't really give up their core. Yeah, they got Darius Garland, Evan Mobley, and Donovan Mitchell, and Karis LeVert. You look at our core, we got Cade Cunningham, Sadiq Bey, Jaden Ivey, Jalen Duren, and all these guys. So it's like we have the same amount of talent. So it's going to be battles going forward. Stop being so worried about the Cleveland Cavaliers. I don't really think this trade is very detrimental to the Detroit Pistons. What do you guys think? Comment down below. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for tuning in.